Welcome to my top 10 4Ks from 2022. So this list is obviously totally subjective from my point of view. Boop. And I haven't yet watched all of them yet. I said yet twice. But I haven't watched everything. So this is my top 10 best 4Ks that I've seen. And I've seen a whole bunch. But I haven't seen all of them. So calm down. So starting at number 10 is Elf on 4K. So the pressing that I had a glitch on it. And I tried it on a bunch of players. A bunch of people reported to me that had different players. I got it exchanged, it came back, and it worked perfectly. This movie looked so good on 4K. I was pretty blown away. The difference between the Blu-ray and the 4K on here is gigantic. So this is spot number 10. And also I'm going to be doing a giveaway for a digital copy of this. So stand by for that. For number 9, this was on my most wished for list of movies that would come to 4K in 2022. This is Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves on 4K from Arrow Video. This is an extra copy I have, so stay tuned for what I might do with this. Not in this video, but possibly in the future. Anyway, this was incredible. I've got a review forthcoming, but let me just tell you, this is absolutely top 10 material. One of my all-time favorite movies, an amazing 4K, an amazing set. I very much look forward to talking with you about this more. Also had a hard time. I pre-ordered this the second I found out about it, and Arrow Video still canceled it. But I ended up getting 2 eventually anyway, so more on that later. All right, for number 8, this is one of my absolute all-time favorite movies of all time, and that is Red Dawn from 1984. This was an incredible 4K, and I love this movie so much. I grew up watching it over and over and over, and it was just a total delight to see this thing in 4K, and it was just like watching it again for the first time. So I just wanted to watch it again immediately after, just because it looked so beautiful. So number 8. Okay, so really quick, a little breather. To get the Elf 4K digital copy, you are going to need to say in the comments your top 3 of something. It could be of some movies. It could be of a certain year. It could be of this year. It could be of last year. It could be of a genre. I just want to hear your top 3 of some category that you pick. So that will enter you in to win the Elf digital copy. I'm going to do the drawing on Valentine's Day. So the very, very end of the 13th will be the last chance that you can enter that. So leave a comment with your top 3 of some kind of movie, of a genre or category that you pick, and that enters you to win the digital copy of Elf. Okay, moving on to number 7. All right, number 7. Number 7 is Ghostbusters Afterlife. This thing looked so incredible on 4K. I was blown away. So yeah, I grew up watching Ghostbusters over and over and over, even though it terrified me, and I didn't understand all the dirty jokes in it. But I did not want this sequel. I'm going to do a review on this. There's a review forthcoming. But this thing looked incredible. I could not deny its entrance into my top 10 list. So yeah, I used to have a little Ghostbuster like gun thing where you put a little plastic thing inside of it, and then it shines a flashlight onto the wall, and it shines different ghosts on the wall. I had so much fun playing with that in the bathroom with the lights off. Anyway, this thing looked absolutely phenomenal and sounded phenomenal, and it was a great movie. So number 7. All right, number 6, WALL-E on Criterion 4K Blu-ray. My goodness. So I've got 2 videos. I have a total unboxing of this and a complete review of this thing. So I have 2 full videos of this. It's amazing. The movie's incredible. It's fun. It's heartwarming. It's motivating to make you want to be a better person. And it's adorable and so watchable. This is an amazing version. Here, let's do this a little better. Of this movie. So WALL-E number 6. All right, for number 5, Phantom of the Opera from 1943. Oh my gosh. So that's from this set. Currently, you can only get it in here. I'm sure it'll come by itself like next year, but wow. Huge mungus upgrade from the Blu-ray. They have fixed the colors. It's stable. It's beautiful. It sounds better. It looks better. It's funny. It's scary. It's beautiful. It is the ultimate drama kid movie. Fight me on that. You can't. It is the ultimate drama kid movie. I loved the 4K of this. It just blew me away. I'm not a drama kid, but I probably am at heart. Number 5, Phantom of the Opera, 1943. Wow. So one more note on Phantom of the Opera up there, boop, is that, my goodness, I will never watch another version of it again. It is transformatively, beautifully restored, blown away by it. All right, number 4. This is a movie that had a director's edition put out of the 1979 edition, and the remastering is mind-boggling. The attention to detail, to every single frame, to every single sound, to every single special effect, to bring it up to 4K, to re-edit it to be what the director wanted. I am talking about the Star Trek, the motion picture director's edition, specifically from this set. I mean, you could buy it by itself, but this is how I have it, is in this set. This is number 5. It's not even my favorite Star Trek movie, actually, by a long shot, but I appreciate it more and more the more I watch it. It's basically a really long episode that is really great, and it's like more epic than the story deserves it to be, if that makes sense. The 4K is immaculate, and it blew me away, just the attention to detail on this thing. Every movie should be so lucky to have the attention to detail that Star Trek, the motion picture, the director's edition 4K had. Very amazing, like a masterclass in re-editing and restoring something. So absolutely earns number 5. Oh my gosh. It's number 4. Number 5 was Phantom. I was doing so good. That's number 4. Now we're getting into top 3. Stand by. All right. Number 3 is, what do you think it's going to be? It's Dune on 4K. Oh my goodness. This movie is so good. I love every single second of this movie. This is an immaculate 4K. The way they put it together was great. I have an exhaustive 30-minute video on this that's actually surprisingly doing very well. So thank you, everyone, for watching that. I've been very, very pleased. This is so good. The 4K is absolute demo material, as they say. But the only thing holding this back is it should have the scenes in the IMAX aspect ratio. They may not have been shot on IMAX film, John, but there are parts that blow up to the IMAX aspect ratio. And so this would be an even better disc if it had those scenes that expand to the IMAX aspect ratio, which it doesn't. But my goodness, the sound, the picture, the story, the costumes, everything. This is so good. That's why it's number 3. Look at the back of this leather book. Isn't that cool? Nice. Okay, number 2. Can you guess what it is? Top Gun friggin' Maverick. Wow. On 4K. First of all, this movie is just such a blast. And on 4K, it is an absolute delight. And I could see myself just watching this over and over and over and over and over and over and over. Steelbook was great. The movie is so good. It's number 2. I know this might be controversial that this is number 2 and not number 1, but hey, this is my list, dang it. Number 2. Did you see my mustache in my review for this? You should go see it. All right, before I get to number one, a couple honorable mentions. So one that I really, really wanted to add here was Edge of Tomorrow. It was amazing and enjoyable, and the sound was great, and I freaking love this movie so much. But ultimately, I wasn't wowed because I felt like it was a little too dark. Another honorable mention is Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Just not the greatest 4K I've seen. I mean, it absolutely looked the best it ever has, and I love this movie to death, and I wanted it to be on the list, but it just doesn't look better than the other ones. It's a little on the bright side, actually. I had to turn the brightness down a little bit. Anyway, I love this movie, just not the best 4K around. I'm so happy I bought it. Wouldn't change a thing, but it's a runner-up. Another runner-up that didn't make the list, one of the greatest 4Ks I've ever seen, but it just doesn't make my subjective list of my top 10. Mainly because maybe it's not as repeatable as the others for me, but absolutely incredible looking 4K. Another honorable mention is Annie from the Columbia Classics Volume 3 collection. My goodness, that looked great. Another runner-up, Fistful of Dollars. It looked amazing. It didn't even have HDR on it. Blew me away. Great movie, too. The final runner-up is Sonic 2 on 4K. It looked so good. Also, look at the steelbook cover. It's like the original Sega box for the game. So, runner-up looks incredible. Doesn't look like it made the list, but it absolutely looks great. All right, for number one. Are you ready for number one? Can you handle number one? Do you know what it is? Casablanca. This thing blew me away. I have no words. This is an all-time great movie. So repeatable. Such a beautiful restoration. Hang on, I gotta take this thing off. There we go. Beautiful restoration. The HDR on here with the black and white, like the black levels, just phenomenal looking. This absolutely blew me away. And when this goes on sale, you must buy this. The Blu-ray does not hold a candle to this 4K. This is so good. This is my number one. And I love Top Gun, and it looks really good. But my goodness, there's as I pointed out in my review, where I believe I also had a mustache. There's a couple print issues, but wow, this blew me away. I mean, I say that a lot, but this is the best 4K of 2022 in my opinion. And again, I haven't seen all of them, but wow. Also, surprise, I'm going to give away a digital copy code of this as well. I'm also going to do the drawing on the 14th of February. I'm going to pause it because I'm going to sit here and think about what you need to do to enter, because I already told you how you enter the one for Elf. So stand by while I think of this one. Okay, I got it. To enter the giveaway for Casablanca, the digital code, in the comments, tell me what this movie means to you. And that's how you enter to win. Okay, those are my top 10 and a million runners up. What do you think of my list? Tell me what you think. Enter to win these 2 digital codes. I'm giving away an Elf digital copy and a Casablanca digital copy. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for appreciating my subjective opinion. I haven't seen them all, and I will get to more. I have a question for you, though. There's a lot more 2022 releases that I'm still working through that I have sitting. Do you want to see like an updated top 10 or an additional top 10 or a top 10 part 2? When I see more, it could be like in June by the time that happens. So let me know. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again later. Bye.